Thousands of people impacted by a 911 outage in our area today can breathe a sigh of relief. It's been fixed.
Yeah, the problem started yesterday, and WFMY News 2's Adoria Chumba did some digging to try and figure out where and how it started.
Right now, the NC 911 board says it doesn't know what exactly caused the outage, but it's still investigating. An official with Guilford Metro 911 did tell us that the problem originated in Georgia, first with the AT&T network. Now, the problem caused calls to go to other 911 centers or get directed to non-emergency lines. It had dispatchers on alert to make sure first responders could get to anyone who needed help. Now, some Triad 911 centers were already prepared for an outage like this one.
We have what's called computer or CAD to CAD, which is our computer systems talking, and they allow us to enter a call and within a split second send it over to the other agency. We're not having to spend man hours and extra time away from answering phones and dispatching calls, calling over to another instructions.
Now, if an outage like this one happens again and you're unable to connect to 911, go to WFMYnews2.com. We've posted alternative numbers to 911, which you should probably save on your phone.